Greetings and salutations, folks. There we go. I figured there was going to be some growing pains because it has been a while since I've attempted to stream anything, partially due to confidence in myself, partially due to confidence in my internet network. But we're going in here with a different plan, different frame of mind. I'm not necessarily so concerned about the streaming aspect of it. I'm just kind of using it as a piece of technology to record, save, upload, to kind of streamline the methodology, so to speak. And that's why I'm picking up where I left off in Observer System Redux, which I suppose would be an odd choice to stream in the general, but hey, we're here. We've still got some more Observer System Redux to play through. Last time on System Redux, we were just kind of exploring this apartment building. Like, it feels a little bit odd. It's like your character, Daniel, or David. I think it's Daniel. Daniel, he was wandering around the apartment building. He has a very specific reason to be there, and he is he's just ignoring his investigation so that he could just knock on random doors, which is what was last thing that I was doing in the game. He's trying to find his son, Adam. He found a headless man in his son's apartment. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit of a summary. Having made his way out of Amir Noak's bruised psyche, Dan must now find the victim's wife, Helena. She's the one who called the body in Adam's apartment. With the lockdown still in place, it's likely she's somewhere in the building. There were glimpses of a tattoo parlor in the Dream Eater. Seems like a good place to start, which as a clue, it doesn't really make too much sense because, this guy who sold drugs, imagine that he would go to a tattoo parlor. Crazy talk. I would never expect this sort of thing from somebody who sells drugs. Or right now, we are in somebody's apartment because the door was open. Seems a little bit of entering without a warrant, but I don't think this guy actually cares about a warrant. Alternatively, I don't necessarily think somebody who just walks up to people and plugs themselves into their minds cares about a warrant. So I suppose that would be on brand with his character. But what have we got in this very small studio apartment? Rent is $5,000. Oh, nope, actually it's Did this apartment belong to a serial killer? I'm going to wage this apartment belonged to a serial killer, and that's why we have multiple skins tanning on the wall. When standard cleaning products are no longer enough, when you crave absolute cleanness, not cleanliness, cleanness, and freshness. All-purpose body and home appliance varnish. Okay, this guy without a doubt killed people and then stripped them of their skins. Because this apartment has more pools of blood than not all of the apartments, but maybe has the most so far in this game. It's too bad I can't fix the door, because this is why, this busted noise is kind of bothersome. It's too bad I can't just fix the door and keep it open. But alas, it must create ambiance. Human liver. There we go. I love that unobtrusive taste of the deluxe protein paste. Try your own deluxe protein paste today. Like, interesting how the scan function picks up on things and then immediately realizes they're irrelevant. Okay, let's go to the skin room. Human skin, of course. Mild inflammation detected. Does that mean that these people were sick before they died? I mean, like, I suppose we're in kind of like, we're in the Class C section of society, like a segregated section for what society determines as criminals, addicts. So, nobody's really being watched after, cared for, given rights. I doubt we're going to have a confrontation with this person. This doesn't seem like that kind of game. Human liver. Another human heart. He's got multiple livers, but only one heart. I have no idea what this amalgamation of meat is. Traces of human DNA detected multiple genetic defects. Ooh. Is this guy trying to recreate Inside the video game? Or is this amateur Resident Evil Knight? Personal computer. Let's see what we can garner from the personal computer from Chiron. Pressure sores treatment. A medical overview. Pressure sores are caused by pressure applied to soft tissue, resulting in the obstruction of blood flow. The condition occurs mostly patients leading a sedentary... Okay, that should probably say the condition occurs in mostly patients leading a sedentary lifestyle or suffering from paralysis. If left unattended, bed sores, curing for pressure sores. Okay, this is great. We need this information if we want to worry about bed sores, but we'll check the mail first. Hey, that thing. That thing we talked about, is it ready? And don't give me any of this when it's done or they don't grow on trees crap. It's not your life on the line. My acquaintances spoke very highly of you. But I have to say that so far I'm not impressed. Let me kindly remind you that you're only getting paid if there's anyone still around to pay you. You know, I can't argue with that one. That's why you need to request payment in installments. Doctor, you have no idea how... Okay, hold on. This might not be a serial killer, but that does not explain the skin on the walls and the biomass. Still not trusting. You have no idea how grateful I am. Truly. If it wasn't for you, my boy wouldn't be walking today. I don't know if he would be alive. So just so you know, you are making a difference. You have my eternal gratitude. Sincerely, Martha. I told you to never write me once we've concluded our business. And don't use your public account. For God's sake, I'm glad you're satisfied with my product. Now delete this message and never contact me again. There are others who depend on my services, so show some goddamn consideration. Yes, of course. I'm so sorry. I got a little carried away. And still potentially serial killer doctor who preys on the weak who he also claims to be caring for. It's not the bladder, it's the liver. Sorry, my bad, Rich. What do you mean you're sorry? This isn't a car dealership. You can't just change your mind. Jesus, I'll get you your fucking liver, but you're paying for both. I'll get back to you with a date. Dude, don't sweat it. I know how this works. It's all good. Where's my skin? Oh, we had a deal. Where the hell is my skin? I can't go around looking like this. I told you I'll have the funds transferred by the end of the month. But I need the craft now. My career depends on it. Please, I'm begging you. Oh my god. Okay. We're going to skip this one about a BBC 12 inches and girth. I think we got the idea of what's in this email and what this person wants. Oh, geez. Okay, so the first part looks like an email from this doctor. Tamara, I know you've been waiting for a long time, but you will have to wait just a little bit longer. I've had some complications during transport. The product got damaged. I'm arranging for a replacement, but it will take some time. Please be patient. Sorry for the inconvenience. What do you mean complications? I don't understand. You said you'd have the heart by now. What am I supposed to do? Please don't do this to me. Which is why he's calling it the product. He is black market organ sales doctor. He isn't... He could still be a murderer because he has to get those organs from somewhere. That option is still on the table. Or he supports murder. So he could still be a serial killer or an advocate for serial killer by maintaining their lifestyle. Got your email from our mutual friend. I heard good things about you. So here's the deal. I need a heart ASAP. I know your going price is $15K. I'll pay you $150K. Yes, you read that right. Just get the heart now. I don't know what you have to do, and I don't want to know. I just need the heart. A little girl's life depends on it. Hope to hear from you soon. I think we can do business. I need the patient's medical files. Then I'll make the arrangements. Our mutual acquaintance vouched for you, so I know payment is not going to be an issue. You know the account number. That is extremely good news. I've had the files sent to you via an encrypted transfer. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Just don't make me wait too long. Okay, so what probably happened is he got this email about the hearts, and he turned down Tamara because Tamara wasn't paying as much for the hearts. No documents, but we do have with fire and sword spiders. Level 7. Fantastic. Those bloody spiders again. Why so many? Really, why so many? Huh. Alright, so we got 4 swords. So we have no choice but to get rid of both of these spiders at the same time. That's a given. And we're going to have to get rid of these spiders that are chasing us at some point if we expect to get any of these coins, which we will need. If we want to finish this level.
Caution. Low synchronization. Administer synchrosine.
Yes, I'll worry about that later. Okay, I think I need to... No, I think I screwed it up. Or did I? I don't know. How am I going to get through to the swords at the top? Yeah, because I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, let's try this again. So this is going to be a constant. I have to get rid of that set of spiders no matter what. Ah, here we go. I can get this sword first. Collect these spiders on my way. So I can't go after that spider just yet. And unfortunately, we're going to lose one of these swords. That's fine.
Imminent. Administer medication.
We're gonna be fine. You don't have to. Let's grab the coins that we won't be able to grab once. Ah, crap. I think I screwed it up. But that's okay. I think I know what I need to do. To get it done. Think. Let's see.
Caution. Low synchronization. Administer synchrosine.
All right. If I move in front of this guy in the coin, he's going to follow me. But I can't get his attention. Yeah. No. I feel like I'm missing something. This is a little bit of a tricky one. Wait, I'm being stupid, I think. I can get rid of this guy from this spot by getting his attention first. Yep. I was missing something. I was stupid. And now I can just collect the coins. And in regards to dealing with the remaining spiders, I can attract the first spider's attention, walk around in a circle, attract the second spider's attention, walk around in a circle, and then I will be able to kill the third spider and win the level.
Caution. Low synchronization. Administer synchrosine.
You made it! Huzzah! All right. I don't know how many of these pills I have.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
Or what my strain level is. I'm guessing since they're still static.
Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
Ooh, hold on. This guy's got a copy of With Fire and Sword Spiders on 3.5-inch floppy disk. Ah, that's the synchronization we want. So smooth. Alright. Are we done in this apartment? We are not. Yep, hold on. This is locked. Can we open the safe? I think, sir, you modified your copy of Nanophage and I. Oh, hold on. We've got a collectible. Not exactly a piece of the puzzle, but good to have, I suppose. Okay, my synchronization is going down the more I use these. These scanners, unfortunately. I don't really want to know what you're boiling there, sir. Tap. So I'm guessing I should be accessing the safe. And then there should be a means of accessing the safe somewhere. Oh, hold on. I don't know if that's very safe to have just a button pressed, but I suppose the button was hidden. Oh no. Do we need to... Oof. Do we need to look at your Polaroids? Is that an eyeball growing out of the middle of somebody's... Or is this like the biomass? Ah, the organ dealer has a basement unit. The guy in 205 is clearly involved in some shady dealings. Found a code 7441. It's likely he owns a basement compartment, but which one? Now we have two reasons to check out the basement. There is a human trafficking operation and a organ donor operation. Which, you know, if there is a Venn diagram of illegal activities you could do, I'm pretty sure, like, organ trafficking and human trafficking probably share similar circles. Alright. We are here in front of 207. There's 207. Thank you. Don't remember if we've gone to 203 and 202. We still have the third floor to go to. If we want to keep... Yep, no, wrong button. If we want to keep ignoring the main story. Okay, I don't know what that earthquake was. How many floors is in this building, actually? I was concerned that there was going to be a fourth floor of additional... We're building new homes for you. It's a good thing we built robots instead of just hiring people. Live, laugh. No, oh, sorry, laugh is not one of the options. You can only live in life, which is live life. No laughing, though. Oh, is this kind of like an unfinished aspect of the apartment building? Like, there are no... installed apartments beyond this section? Or like this is kind of like tenement housing.
Need to get out.
Okay, I think there's somebody behind that door, but I don't see any options to allow me to go inside. So let's go explore the east side of floor 3. There just seems to be 4 rooms, so we could do that and then move on to the actual story, which is looking for Helena Nowak.
KPD, can we talk? That sounds like a bad ending.
I apologize, not fully in control yet. Reflex action.
Involuntary response to a stimulus. Textbook definition, ain't it?
Understands. Why you think that? In your condition?
My condition?
Correct. You still have a long way to go.
Don't we all?
I am more advanced. Flawed, but nearing completion.
Okay, could you explain any of those things that you have just said? Are you a cyborg? Are you a cybernetic organism? A robot from the get-go? Or are we talking about a RoboCop situation here?
Nearing completion. How completely complete are you?
78%.
What happens if you hit 100? A big bang?
I will be cleansed.
Of what?
Cleansed of body, purged of flesh, of excess thoughts.
Ooh, no.
If
This
there's
is a
nothing left
reverse
to clean,
RoboCop
aren't you a little afraid
situation.
there'll be nothing, period?
Kind of.
No, fear is irrational. Change is inevitable.
No, not a reverse RoboCop
It is
situation.
more logical
It's the
to
RoboCop
embrace it.
situation where Alex Murphy decides to embrace the robot as opposed to his own humanity. He's like, no, I'm not Alex Murphy. I'm RoboCop. We don't even need those arms.
Mods don't come cheap. Unless you get them installed in a local fucking Ripper clinic.
Your logic is sound, but I will not share that information with you.
Suit yourself. Oh, and just be aware, the lockdown might be the phage. Of course, I know you're way beyond caring.
The disease of transition? No. Unacceptable. I am not ready yet.
Guess you should have thought about that before you stuffed yourself with mods.
Your interrogation tactics are primitive. You call yourself an observer. Yet you fail to observe the basic fallacy in your thinking.
How can you be sure I'm an observer?
It's much more obvious than you seem to think.
It's probably the
Yeah,
tech
well,
that the observer wears.
if
Like, he
this
has
is
to
an
wear
outbreak, good
specific
luck to
mods
us
in order
all.
to access people's
We're gonna
minds in the
need
first
it.
place. Well, good talk. I'm glad you're doing whatever it is you're doing with your life, but I think it's pretty self-destructive. So this apartment door is just open, and then you have another deeper apartment? Ah, you got mleko. I don't know how fresh that probably is. Considering the state of the whole apartment building, let alone this apartment. Ah, a collectible. Fantastic. Oh wait, we can hack. I forgot about that. Find static numbers. We got 6, 3, 5, and 9. You know, the great thing about video games is you could look into a room and you could say to yourself, there is absolutely no way I would ever walk into that room in real life. There are so many red flags going on here. I don't know what's worse, mannequins or dolls. It's a hard, it's a toss up, I'd say. Why do you look like a real person? Holo Horrible. The seven deadly sins of holographic interior design. Yes, there is such a thing as too much space. Are we advertising specifically to these tiny apartments? Sometimes the urge to expand your living space becomes irresistible. To turn a set of drab walls into a seemingly endless landscape at the press of a button. What could possibly go wrong? Oh no, this is the augmented reality of the hologram. Well, you'll find that out when you accidentally walk into a wall that you thought wasn't there. Depth perception is no joke. Motion sickness. It's great to add a little life to your living environment as long as you keep it subtle. It's one thing to make the trees in your lush holographic forest sway gently in the wind, but too much motion can get sickening, literally perfect for anyone who wants to check what flavor protein paste they had for breakfast. A Novo Rich Nightmare. Sometimes we all feel the need to add a bit of flair to our sanctum sanctorum. Unfortunately, many of us seem to think that the best way to do it is to create an illusion of superficial luxury. Golden arches or Greek columns ripped straight from historical Hollywood do not make your living room seem majestic. Probably cheaper too, because it's just kind of like the image. Although I suppose it's kind of like if you've ever used VR and then gone to that VR hub world. Like there's the ability to, like, I know Steam does it with the Valve Index, the ability to kind of like modify the hub that you start off in before you launch into any given piece of software. And there's a little bit of novelty to adjusting that hub to whatever you feel like. So, like right now, I'm looking at my walls, and my walls are just covered in paint, as walls tend to be. But imagine, like, if you could create a separate environment for your room, change it easily day by day. I don't know. It's always nice to give your high-resolution projector a run for its money, but too much detail can sometimes be detrimental. At best, you'll end up seeing every speck of imperfection on an otherwise perfectly nice projection. I don't know. What do you mean by too much? I guess, like, if you're looking at the trees from the forest. Hey, at least it was free. Just because it's free doesn't mean it's any good. And I mean, that goes for a lot of pieces of software. One would think it's obvious, and yet countless people still choose to decorate their apartments with horrible, gaudy hollow projections straight from a pop-up ad. Not only do they look terrible, but they often contain illegal spyware that turns your projector into a camera, allowing complete strangers to spy on you in your own living room. Okay, now that would be bad. Putting yourself out there. Oh, that would be weird. That would be weird. Is if you had an augmented reality as like a background environment to your room, and like every so often you are in the environment. I don't want to look at myself. Like I don't need to see myself in my augmented virtual reality. Anything involving cats. What does this guy have against cats? Hey, I can't make it today. Got some errands to run. I'll drop by tomorrow. Bring you something special. Hope you and the baby are doing fine. S. Joanna, it's been several weeks since I saw you at therapy. Everyone in the group is worried sick. Please, you don't need to come to the meetings if they make you uncomfortable. Everyone has their own way of dealing with these things. Just let me know you're all right, Dr. Dursky. I don't think Joanna's all right. But she does have a copy of With Fire and Sword Spiders. Which really, I mean, what else do you need in life? Those bloody spiders again. The queens love their treasure. Ooh. So we're dealing with multiple queens this time. Actually, hold on. Alright. Okay, so that was pretty straightforward. Okay, that's fine, maybe. Okay, no, that was not fine. But I think I can maybe use something to do with something. Very detailed, very descriptive. Okay, let's try that again. No. I definitely cannot go to the right and down and then back up towards that ending space there. But I could probably get rid of that one. Nope. I don't think that's... How many? I have 2 swords. I have 2 swords I can work with. So I could probably get rid of that first spider on the bottom left that's guarding the entrance. And that would be fine. Or I can get rid of you. You can go on diagonals. Oh, come on. Or I guess that's the queen. She can go on diagonals. Come on. Alright. I was hoping I could go down and maybe, like, lure the queen as far to the right as I can. But it looks like that space a little bit towards the middle is going to be it. So maybe I should do what I was already trying to do before. We can try. No, that doesn't work. Because I lose both swords, and I need one last sword for the spider directly in front of the princess. So let's stick with that. If I move down one, that'll attract that spider on the right. They'll move left. 2, 3, 4. It takes them 4 moves to get to that space to the right of me. And it takes me 4 moves to get to that space. Okay, I think we're taking a little bit too much time. With sword and spider fire. Are you alive? Are you dead? If you're alive, you have to tell me. All right. Nobody was in throw 3.
KPD.
Sure. Have I been naughty?
Just
I don't
a
know.
few questions, nothing to get excited about.
The world's at peace, Mr. Observer. Why should I get excited?
That's Mr. Observer to
You know
you.
what I'd do? How come?
I can smell your quantum patterns. I've dallied with a few of you digital devils.
So you've hooked up with observers before?
Yeah? They'd jack up to me like I was a cheap sex bot. But nothing prepared them for what they would find in my head.
Truth or dare, huh?
Oh, yes. They expected filth. What they got was happiness. Pure, unbridled happiness. They liked it. I liked it. They came back.
Satisfied customers.
In a way. But I don't do that anymore. Sorry.
Don't be. Tell me, any other hookers in the building?
Careful, Mr. Observer. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can truly hurt me.
Right. All right. I think we can move on from here. Alright. Move on towards the plot, which is the tattoo parlor outside, which is on floor 0, strangely enough. Through the courtyard, where are we now? Oh, right there. What were we saying about dolls and mannequins? Okay, so a little bit of, at best, a collage, worst, another amalgamation of flesh. A collection of early 21st century body arts. Hey man, I saw some of the work you've done on my friend Dave, and I gotta tell you, that's some seriously wicked ink. I want to get on some of that. I was thinking of doing an original design, maybe a skull with flames around it. But get this, the flames are actually like animated and forming like a spider's web on my elbow. I know I'm pretty out there, but with your talent and my input, it ain't no thing. So, like, drop me a line whenever you can squeeze me in. I'm good for the money, too. I mean, I'm a bit short on cash, but you can take nutrient stamps, right? Again, love your work, man. Dope-ass ink. If you're living in a place where you're trading on nutrient stamps in a set of cash. Hello, I hope I got the right address. If this is not, in fact, the Jacked Ink Tattoo Parlor, please disregard this message. But if you are who I think you are, I was told by one of your former clients about your special line of tattoos. The high-end kind, if you catch my drift. My son would very much like to get one of those. In fact, he needs to get one immediately. I know it's expensive, but I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. Please contact me as soon as you read this. I know you told me not to contact you again, and I've deleted all our message history just like you asked. I only wanted to thank you once again for the work you've done on my wife. That tattoo turned out to be a thing of beauty. She literally cannot imagine life without it. You're a real lifesaver. Rest assured, I'll have the rest of the money delivered by the end of the week. I feel like everybody's a little bit shady. Mr. Stanley, is everything fine after the last procedure? Is the scar healing fine? I'd be happy to do a house visit once in a while. Can you leave the spare key in the tattoo shop? We may need to remove more implants to reduce the risk of nanophage infection. Please remember to take the meds I gave you systematically. Also, do not forget to prepare the agreed amount of cash. Dr. Jack. We got some tattoos. We got 15. Got the faceless skull. We got the faceless skull but shattering. Got also some poker player, someone who likes rabbits. Maybe they like rabbits. Okay, so which level does this have in? Like, now things are getting really tricky. And with fire and sword spiders. Is there a whole bunch of nothing? Am I just opening a bunch of empty drawers? Yes, I'm opening just a bunch of empty drawers. Good times, good times.
My timing is really off today. Poor Helen. Lazarski, 656210. We have a third victim. Time of death, about an hour ago. Starting forensic analysis.
Alright. So this was largely just a test of the streaming functionality, because I haven't necessarily been very confident in my own internet speed, and I suppose myself, but I don't think I've been too terrible. Like too absolutely garbage. Next time, I'm going to see if I can figure out a schedule, but next time I'll try to carry on with this investigation into the deceased Helena Nowak. In the meantime, got any suggestions for something to play next? I guess this is on Twitch, so... Have a good night.